Most I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. This lesson is going to be entitled, "The Flesh is Not Beneficial." Okay? The flesh is not beneficial. Now, we understand that we're in the flesh and we're going to do things that that lean towards the flesh sometimes. You know, obviously, overall, we lean towards the spirit, okay, most of the time. But every now and then, you know, a man will succumb to the flesh. But brothers may convince themselves that the flesh is beneficial, you know, let's say for balance purposes or whatever the case may be. But the flesh is not beneficial. Okay, the things that you do in the flesh are not going to, in other words, put you in a better position. All right, the things that you do in the flesh ultimately they put you in a worse position over time. Okay, that's why the scriptures say that the flesh profiteth nothing. Okay, let's read this. This is John 6:63. It says, "It is the spirit that quickeneth," meaning to make alive. "The flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life." Right? So you got to follow the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, because that's going to lead to life. That's going to lead to not only life eternal coming into the kingdom, but life in this present day. Okay, into being alive. Okay, it says the spirit alone gives eternal life. Human effort accomplishes nothing, and the very words I have spoken to you are spirit and life. Well, you can change that human effort for human lusts, fleshly lust rather. Okay, it's not profitable. All right, let's go ahead and get Galatians, the 5th chapter, which is a very important chapter. Galatians 5. Let's deal with verse 5. I'll read on down. It says, "For we through the Spirit wait for the hope of righteousness by faith." And being in the Spirit, you're waiting for the benefit of righteousness. Okay? Although it's, the flesh is saying, come on, get some pleasure now. You're waiting for you have the faith and the hope in getting the righteous reward from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, which is not just the reward of the kingdom. That is obviously the main reward, but there's also rewards in your life. Okay, the Lord is a Lord of balance, has a spirit of balance. He's not just did he not reward Job after he went through the tribulation and succeeded? Did he not reward him there in his life? He rewarded him in his life. Okay, he comforted him in his own life. You understand? But what if he would have said, you know what, I'm going to go to the flesh? There would have been no profit. I'm going to turn to wickedness to get back, the things that I lost. Well, there would have been no profit. Okay? There would have been no profit in that. See, he would have lost. Yeah, he might have got, say if he went to a witch, he might have got healed for a time period. When you go there, you get healed, but then you'll get something worse. Okay? That's how that works. That's the same thing with these pharmakia centers. Okay, you get something for it, and it'll come back worse, or it'll stop that, or it'll not stop it, but it will withhold that from giving you problems. But then it will create something that's worse. That's how it works. So was there any profit in it? and getting that instant relief from that madness? No, there wasn't. Okay? There was just instant gratification that led to something worse. It says, for in Hamashiach, neither circumcision availeth anything, nor uncircumcision, but faith which worketh by love. Okay, so it's about having that faith. Okay, ye did run well, who did hinder you that ye should not obey the truth. This persuasion cometh not of him that calleth. A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. Okay, let me go down. Salakia. Let's go down to 25. Okay, we're a little bit up. Matter of fact, 19. Let's go up a little bit more. Yes, 17. 16, Salakia. Okay, this is Galatians 5 and 16. It says, this I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Okay, so you got to walk in the spirit. Understand and remember the benefit of walking in the spirit with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, doing the right thing ultimately. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And the flesh is going to convince you that it's beneficial. Oh, it's only this one time, you know. Oh, what's the big deal? Yeah, well, that's the flesh's job. That's Satan's job, to convince you what's the big deal, right? Because you might think when Yahushua was, after he fasted, that what's the wickedness in him turning a rock to bread and eating? Because he was fasting for 40 days. What's the wickedness in that? But you see, Yahushua is on a higher level. So he understood that was of the flesh. See, but Satan was trying to convince him, oh, it's even scriptural. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay? That's what the flesh's job is to convince you, it's only this one time. Did not the serpent say, thou shalt not surely die? It's only this one time. What's the big deal? Right? Whatever it may be, man. Okay? I don't care if it's eating a late night snack. That's not beneficial if you're not hungry like that. It's just Satan telling you, you're craving this, you're craving that, and then you're going to eat that shit. What was the profit? You don't even remember that you ate it the next day. Really, a lot of time when I eat late at night, because I've been accustomed to eat one meal a day. When I eat late at night, what happens is I get hungry in the morning. I get hungry like early in the day when usually I'm not hungry early in the day. So that didn't profit me. That just made me more hungry. You know what I'm saying? Which will add more calories, which will get you out of whack. Okay? Get your body out of whack. So where was the profit in that? That instant gratification, those that toaster strudel, whatever, whatever you're eating at night. That chips, and they're made to be addictive. They're made to be salty or to be sweet, so that you can so that the flesh can desire it. What else does it feed? It also feeds, when it's sugary, it feeds those goddamn parasites, man. Okay? You see? And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law. Right? Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like. Okay, when you envy, there's certain people that act like they're brothers, but then they're envying other brothers. Okay, so that and again, I'm not speaking about no one specific, but hey, this is a thing, and that's of the flesh. Okay, drunkenness, brothers that can't control their liquor. Okay, they have the mindset of, first of all, scriptures say if you hate your brother, you're a murderer. Okay. But that's of the flesh. You understand? Revelings, meaning you want to, clubbing all the time. You're clubbing. I don't like clubs personally. I don't do the club thing, man. If I go to a spot, I go to like a bar or lounge type thing. I don't go with a whole bunch of jakes either. You understand what I'm saying? It says, of the which I tell you before, I go, if I go somewhere, I go to the grown and sexy type places. See, of the which I tell you before, as I have told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. So if you're doing those things, if you're into that, guess what? You're not going to inherit the kingdom of the Most High. Let's read this real quick. Hey, Shalom, brother. GMS in his likeness. Yahbashim Yahshai Bashim Kakadash Brakata. It says, when you follow the desires of your sinful nature, the results are very clear. Sexual immorality, impurity, lustful pleasures, idolatry, sorcery, hostility, quarreling, jealousy, outbursts of anger, right? Which is the wrath. You got to control. You got to control your emotions. You have to control your emotions because that's of the flesh, and it doesn't lead to anything good. Yeah, at that time it might be satisfying, but at the end of the day, if you were to add everything up, right? You look back a month, 2 months, a year, a few weeks, a week, you will find out that is not beneficial. That was not beneficial. Okay? Self-ambition, dissension, division, envy. That's the spirit, brother. We just read that scripture before. John 6:63 as the first scripture I read. Okay? Dissension, division, envy, drunkenness, wild parties. That's why I said, don't go to them damn clubs, man. I like to go to, if I go to a place, I'll go to a lounge, because I'm not a brother that likes to stay in the house. I don't like to stay in the house. Okay? So I'd go to like a lounge or a bar or something like that, but it's where the lights are dim. Not so much people, but, just enough. I don't be going to them wild parties and clubs. I don't deal with that. You know what I'm saying? It says, in other sins like these, let me tell you again, as I have before, that anyone living that sort of life will not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. But the Holy Spirit produces the kind of fruit in our lives: love, right? The love for the brotherhood. That's what you should be. If you don't have love for the brotherhood, you're not in the truth. I don't care how much scriptures you know. You're not in the truth if you don't truly, genuinely have that natural affection for a brother. Something is wrong with you. Okay? Something is wrong with you. All right? And it says, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, right? You understand? And self-control. What did I say before? You have to control your emotions. Even the Elder Apostle Gabar did a video on Stoicism. And before that, I did a video as well, quoting Marcus Aurelius, speaking about controlling your emotions. Because what? This is the time, especially now, this is the time where brothers got to be more on that. It's so much more important that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is close to us in the spirit. Okay, so how do we do that? By tapping into the flesh and pushing off the lust of that was Satan. Tapping into the spirit and pushing off the lust of the flesh. Okay, there is no law against these things. Those who belong to Hamashiach Yahushai have nailed the passions and desires of their sinful nature to his cross and crucified them there. Right, because now when you come into the truth, you exude a lot more self-control. You do a lot less of the things that you did do. But there's always more that needs to be cut off. There's always more leaven because we're still in the flesh. Okay? Since we are living in the spirit, by the spirit, let us follow the spirit's leading in every part of our lives. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Tend more to the spirit, you'll find out that it ends up being more beneficial in the long run. You tend more to the flesh, it ends up being less beneficial. It ends up messing you up in the long run. Okay? Let us not become conceited or provoke one another or be jealous of one another. See, that's demonic. Okay, that's a demonic spirit. Okay? This is the brother GMS in his likeness. It says, right, Romans 8:6, it says, for to be carnally minded is death, But to be spiritually minded is life and peace. You see that? You see? Or our brothers might have certain turmoils in their life is because maybe we need to tap more into the spirit. Maybe we're not doing things that are tapped more into the spirit, but finding excuses to do things that are tapped into the flesh. Okay, and we've all done that. It's just this one time, or it's just this, that, it's not that bad, got to have balance, whatever you say. But at the end of the day, there's no profit for the flesh. There's no profit into feeding the flesh. And I don't mean if you get hungry, you eat. Oh, yeah, see, you're feeding the flesh. I mean, hunger and eating when you're hungry, that's what the body is created for. You have to use common sense. The body needs that is needful for the body. That doesn't mean you're in the flesh. But let's say, you're not hungry, and then, a demon jumps on you to want some Oreo cookies at night. You're not necessarily wicked, but you are succumbing to the flesh. You are succumbing to the flesh. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you could justify it in the sense of, well, how am I wicked? You can't judge me for that. I'm not going to curse no brother out for eating no Oreo cookies at night. It's your prerogative to eat what you want. But is there going to be a profit in that? Is that going to profit you at the end of the day when you look back? No. You just put more poison into your body, and you're probably going to feel more messed up in the morning because you ate that garbage at night. Digestive system is going to be off. You understand what I'm saying? So there's really no profit to that. Okay. Let's go to let's go to 1 Peter 3. First Peter's 3. This is 1 Peter's 3 in verse 18. And it says, for Hamashiach also once suffered. Matter of fact, I'll start at verse 17. It says, for it is better if the will of the Most High be so, that ye suffer for well doing than for doing evil. For evil doing, For Hamashiach also hath once suffered for sins, the just for the unjust, that he might bring us to the Most High, being put to death in the flesh, but quickened in the spirit. And that's what happened to us. We've been put to our death. Our flesh has been crucified. Okay, along with Yahweh Shai. Okay, and we're walking in the spirit now. Okay, but as men, there's always more we could do. There's always more. We're not Yahweh Shai, so there's always more. How'd you say crucifying, right, or destroying of the flesh that needs to happen. Okay, which means what? We need to tap into the spirit. It doesn't mean you cut yourself. It means we have to tap into the spirit. Okay, by which also he went and preached unto the spirits in prison, which sometime were disobedient. Okay, right. When once the long suffering of the Most High waited in the days of Noah, while the ark was preparing, wherein few, that is 8 souls, were saved by water. And guess what? Noah had to keep working. Okay, it doesn't matter what his emotions say. I'm not feeling it this month. I'm gonna take a break. Noah had to keep working. Okay. See, to build that ark, because you didn't know when the Most High was going to send that rain down. The like figure were unto even baptism. And right, or what if he didn't build it, perfectly? What if he said, you know what, I'm just gonna replace this part for a weaker part because I know the Most High said this, but I'm gonna replace this for that. That wouldn't have profited him. How could that have profited you when you had to live on the sea? That could have made the whole ark sink because of that fleshly thought. The like figure were unto even baptism doth also now save us, not the putting away of the filth of the flesh, but the answer of a good conscience toward the Most High by the resurrection of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, a good conscience. But how are you going to have a good conscience towards the Most High if you're in the spirit? Okay, because being carnally minded is enmity with the Most High. Okay, who has gone into heaven and is on the right hand of the Most High, angels and authorities and powers being made subject unto him. Okay. This is right. This is Kazak Bun Yahawada, Mark 14:38. It says, "Watch ye and pray, lest ye enter into temptation." Right? Into what? You succumb to the flesh. Watch and pray. You got to also watch what Satan is doing. What is Satan trying to get me to do here? You know, what is Satan trying? Satan's trying to get me to eat that Twinkie at night. Okay, what's Satan trying to get me to do here? Oh, Satan is trying to get me to commit adultery. You know, or Satan's trying to get me to, do some form of fleshly thing that will not profit. That's also part of watching. Okay, watch ye. That's why it says watch, for Satan, right? As a roaring lion seeketh who he may devour. And he's going to devour them by having them succumb to the flesh, having them being overtaken by the flesh. And that's when you fall out. That's when you become a demon. Okay, it says watch ye and pray. And you got to pray. Lest ye enter into temptation. The spirit truly is ready, but the flesh is weak. Okay. That might be another version maybe, but right? The spirit it truly is ready, but the flesh is weak. Okay, shalom to the Aqua. Okay, and that's that. All right, that's that. It's as simple as that, man. So is there profit in the flesh? No. Can you convince yourself that there's profit in the flesh? You could try to convince yourself that, okay, but there's not, right? And like I said, it's not the fact of, you're hungry and you eat. No, that's natural. That's, you know what I'm saying? But there's no profit in when you're going towards the flesh, you're doing something that's not in the spirit, Let's get it's not to say we won't do it because we're in the flesh, So the brothers will succumb to that, but keep in mind that every time you succumb to that, it's not going to be beneficial. All right. Let's get 1 Timothy's. This is 1 Timothy 4. In verse 8, it says, matter of fact, verse 7, it says, "But refuse profane and old wives' fables, and exercise thyself rather unto godliness. For bodily exercise profiteth little, but godliness is godliness is profitable unto all things." Godliness, being in the spirit, is always going to be better for you in the long run. Having promise, and that goes for you women too, right? You get succumbing to your emotions all the time, okay? Well, if you were just to tap into the spirit and what the word says, instead of just feeding into your emotions, you could be better off. I've seen women destroy their lives based upon that, Family members, do things because of their emotions, and they think it's the spirit of the Lord for some reason, and you watch them destroy their whole life because of how they felt at the time. You see what I'm saying? You got to be mindful of that, man. And watching your mouth and things you say, to spewing out anything because you're angry, that'll get you into trouble. The scriptures say that life and death is in the tongue. Okay? It says, "But godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that now is, and of that which is to come." Okay, so it's about it's a benefit in this life and in the kingdom. You have to understand that. Let me see what it says in this version. Right. This is Proverbs First Timothy 4:7. It says in the NLT now, it says, do not waste time arguing over godless ideas and old wives' tales. Instead, train yourself to be godly. Physical training is good, but training for godliness is much better, promising benefits in this life and in the life to come. Okay, so yes, to be spiritual is not just beneficial for the kingdom, it's beneficial for now, right now. Okay, it's beneficial for right now, man. Okay, and you'll find, and if you stay with it and you're patient, Yahweh Shem Yahushai will show you the benefits of not succumbing to the flesh. Okay? Okay, let's go to Psalms 19:8. This is Psalms 19:8. It says, the statutes of Yahweh are right. Okay, matter of fact, let's go up to 7. It says, the law of the Lord, the law of Yahweh is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of Yahweh is sure, making wise the simple. Right? So you can tell that to a Christian. The law of the Heavenly Father is perfect. It's not perfect. Then no, it's us that's not perfect. The law is perfect. Okay, the law, it even says the law is spiritual. It's what we are carnal. That's why we tend to go to the flesh. Okay, the statutes of Yahweh are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of Yahweh is pure, enlightening the eyes. Okay, the fear of Yahweh is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of Yahweh. So what is uncleanness? To not fear the Lord, the lack of fear, the doing things that are not right. Okay, the judgments of Yahweh are true and righteous altogether. Okay, more to be desired are they than gold, yea, than much fine gold. Sweeter are they than honey and the honeycomb. So it's not gold. It's not gold profitable. Okay, it's profitable. It leads to a profit. Okay, it's very valuable, and it's the same thing with keeping the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says, moreover, by them is thy servant warned, and in keeping of them there is great reward, great profit, great reward. Okay, that's what I'm showing you. There's no great reward coming for succumbing to the flesh, brothers. There's no great reward in that. Who can understand his errors? Cleanse thou me from secret faults. Yeah, you want to get cleansed of the things that even you don't know that you're doing that's in the flesh because you're so accustomed to doing it. Okay? This is Proverbs 13:13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. That's it, brother. He that feareth the commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, there's a reward in it, man. There's a reward for that, bro. Okay? It's not for no reason that we're doing it, man. It's not just for the kingdom. Okay? Yes, that's ultimately what it's for, but it's even for now. There's profit in it doing it right now. Okay? The Lord might show you a benefit the next day. The Lord might show you a benefit in a week, in a month, in 2 months, man. But you'll see the benefit of staying in the spirit. Okay? This is Romans 8:4. I think we might have read this before. But I'll read it again anyway. That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. Okay? For they that are after the flesh do not the things of the flesh. Okay? Do mind the things of the flesh, But they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. So we're here to focus on the things of the spirit, not the things of the flesh, because the things of the flesh profiteth not. And Satan will tell you, though, he'll whisper in your ear. It's just this one time. What's the big deal? It's balance. It's balance. Jake likes to use the balance. Oh, it's balance. But guess what? Is it going to be profitable? No, it's not. Okay, it's not. It's just going to be it's going to show you that it was unprofitable. Whether it shows you right away, whether it shows you whether it shows you an hour from then, whether it shows you 2 days from then, whether it shows you a week from then, you'll find out that it's unprofitable. And usually you see it's unprofitable fairly quickly, man. Fairly quickly. But sometimes to be in the spirit, it takes some time for you to see it. But that's where the patience comes in. Okay? Okay, it says, let's just keep reading this. This is good. All right. It says, keep back thy servant. This is Psalms 19:13 now. It says, keep back thy servant also from presumptuous sins. Let them not have dominion over me. That's what it means to be in the flesh. It's the sins having dominion over you. You basically walk in sin. Okay? Yeah, we all sin, but as men of the Lord, we do not walk in sin. We fear the Lord, so we don't want to walk in sin. Okay? And things we do now, there's certain things we do now, we are in our mind, we got to get rid of it. Then shall I be upright, and I shall be innocent from the great transgression. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable. Ooh, even the thoughts, let me read that again. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Yahweh, my strength and my redeemer. So we got to eat also. We also have to watch our thoughts, that's what Paul said. He said, what I keep under my body, meaning what self-control. He practices self-control, and that starts in the mind. Okay. Which the reason why those flamers, those Batibwai, they're doing what they're doing is because the Lord gave them, they're dominated by their lust. Okay, and it might have started small, and then it grows, into something huge and disgusting. Okay. Let's start at verse 21. Okay. Okay, let's read from 21. It says, because that when they knew the Most High, they glorified him not as the Most High, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations. Going back to their thoughts, they were thinking those carnal thoughts. Okay, those madness. Okay. Lust, and their foolish heart was darkened, right? Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools and changed the glory, and they justified their madness as well. And that's what Esau does, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image unto corruptible man, and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things, them idols. Wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness. And worshiping the idols, that's of the flesh too. Because you get a benefit, but you get it on the left-hand side, and you get that instant gratification. There's power on the left side too. Okay? There's power also on the left-hand side to get that instant gratification. But it's detrimental. At the end, it leads to death and destruction. Okay? Why do you think these rappers and these celebrities, these actors, and these elites, okay, which that's why they do it, because they learned it from the elites. They do all this witchcraft and these sacrifices because they see benefits of it. They see instant benefits. I remember I showed a brother this interview with this battle rapper QP, and he's talking about how, his daughter had a tumor, and he sold his soul, to Satan, and and started worshiping Satan or whatever the case may be. And what happened is the next day the tumor was gone. Okay, but then he was obligated to serve Satan, to give those wicked, evil sacrifices on the left-hand side. And that's what he's doing to this day. And he says that when he does certain things, he gets benefits on the left-hand side. But is he really benefiting? Does he have peace of mind? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, but us in this truth, there's a peace of mind for serving Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You understand? It says, wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts to dishonor. And I look at the people in the world, they're through. Okay, yeah, we're at the lowest state in the world, but trust me, man, the Lord just has like it's like dominoes falling back to back in these people's lives, man. It's like, damn, the Wadi Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that he saved me from that. And it's like, you're not far from them, like in the sense of you're not far from the situations that they're in, but the Lord just totally had them consumed by those situations. Okay. Sometimes you got to examine the people of the world and how the Most High is dealing with them. Okay, because he's not dealing with us the same. It says, wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. Right? And all these different things that people are into, it's dealing with the flesh. It's also tied to these idols, these gods. Okay, that their spirits and the gods are tied to spirits. Okay, these false gods are tied to spirits, demons on the left hand side. Okay, that are responsible for this, and certain sexual immorality, certain this, that, and third. Okay, so it all goes back to idol worship, man. It says, for this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature, right? Because they were so into the flesh and worshiping idols. The Lord said, listen, I'm just going to give you up to your lust, which is complete destruction. Complete destruction, man. You should be thanking Yahweh Shem Yahushua that he's not giving you up to the madness that you don't even know is deep in it, that could be unleashed through a demon. Okay? And likewise, also the men. The Lord could have a man so bugged out that he just deals with a tranny, and think that's better than dealing with an actual woman. The Lord can do that. Can have a man bugged out on that level. There's spirits for that, man. It says, and likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error. Ooh, that recompense of what? Serving the flesh. That's what the error was. Serving the flesh. There's a recompense for that. Yeah, he might have bust a nut, or he might have got off, or he might have felt good at the time because the demon was on him. But guess what? There's a recompense. There's a recompense, a penalty for that error, which was meat, which he deserved. Okay? And even as they did not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge, the Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind. Something what reprobate means is not passing the test. Okay? It means not passing the test. Okay? Yeah, because they're gonna, guess what? Because they're so into the flesh. You can't pass the test that the Most High sets for you if you're in the flesh. It's not gonna work. You're not gonna pass the test. Forget about it. Okay, you're gonna fail. Okay? Because to be in the spirit is like studying. Okay? It says to do those things which are not convenient. Okay? Being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, Covetous, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisper. See, this is all of the flesh. This is what the flesh. See, you give into the flesh. This is what's going to come from that. These are the things that these are the things that are produced, that are produced in the soil of the flesh. Whisperers, backbiters, you're talking shit, okay? You're creating dissension. You're deceitful. You start to hate your brother. Hey, if you don't love your brother, if you don't have charity, the scriptures say you are nothing. They don't care what you do. It says backbiters, haters of the Most High, despiteful. Okay, haters of the Most High, despiteful, proud. Okay, pride will creep in there. Boasters, inventors of evil things. Yeah, because that's the lust. Listen, the mind, Satan will you'll start to invent things. You know, Satan will start getting creative in your mind if you should come to the flesh. Yeah. You know, why not try dealing with a man and then why not try dealing with a dog? You think people just woke up like, I mean, listen, man, it starts somewhere, man. It starts somewhere. Okay? It says disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection. Oh, that's that natural affection, natural love for the brothers. Okay? Implacable, and even the sisters that truly believe in his truth, we have love for you too. The sisters that truly believe in his truth, that are real sincere, we have love for those sisters too. You think of a sister that I know is in need of something, and it's, I'm struggling and blah blah blah. We gonna get money together and we gonna give it to her if we know you, if you're in good standings, man. Okay. But first and foremost, the brotherhood is what is in our mind. Okay, because that represents Yahweh Shai. Okay, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of the Most High, that they which commit such things are worthy of death. Woo. Not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. Right. Okay, they have pleasure because now they feel comforted to some degree that someone is into the wickedness that they're into, that they're not going into hell by themselves. Okay, when I mean hell, I mean a condition. I don't mean a place where you burn forever. Okay. Oh, hey, brother. I'm glad this is beneficial to you, brother. I was just listening to the spirit. Okay. Shalom to Yahweh Shai's king. Shalom. Not sure if that's a brother or sister, but shalom. Okay. Let's go to Romans 6 real quick. Let's go to Romans 6. This is Romans 6 and verse 12. And it says, let not sin, therefore, reign in your mortal body. Woo! You heard that? You heard that? Let me read that again. Let not sin, therefore, reign, mean to rule, okay, in your mortal body. Do not let it overcome you. Okay? Where you living in sin, where you're just going towards the flesh. That ye should obey in the lust thereof. Matter of fact, let's look up this word reign, man. It says basilio. Let's see what Esau says.
Strong's G 936. Basiluo.
Okay, basiluo. It says to be king, to exercise kingly power, to reign. That's what it means to be in the flesh. It's to have it reign over you. Okay? Of the governor, of a province, of the rule, of the Messiah, right? Just because it feels like it's gonna be beneficial now, you should say fuck the flesh, man. Okay? And you'll feel better when you wake up the next morning. Like, yeah, I didn't succumb to Satan yesterday. Satan was telling me to do such and such. I said, nah, because I know that's fleshly. Okay? You're fleshly. You know, when Christians say that one time, they don't even know what fleshly is. They'll say that while they eat pork. Okay? It says metaphor to exercise the highest influence. Ooh, what's supposed to exercise the highest influence, Akim? The spirit. The spirit, okay? You understand? Following the words of Yahweh Shai. That's supposed to reign supreme in your body. To control. And what does the law hang upon, by the way? It hangs upon the love, loving the Most High with all thy heart and loving your brother as yourself. That is the great commandment. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And if you love the Most High, you won't do things that are you will avoid doing things that are in the flesh, man. Because that is that not enmity with the Most High? Does it not say that's enmity with the Most High? So we got to avoid those things. Okay? It says, neither yield ye your members as instruments of unrighteousness unto sin, but yield yourselves unto the Most High as those that are alive from the dead. Damn. And your members as instruments of righteousness unto the Most High. Because before we were in the truth, all we were doing was in the flesh. All we knew was in the flesh. We didn't know about the spirit. All we knew about was being in the flesh, fulfilling the lust. That's all we knew. For sin shall not have dominion over you, for ye are not under the law, but under grace. Right. But then we can't let sin overcome us. It's going to say, what then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? God forbid, the Most High forbid. Know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey, his servants ye are? Woo! To whom ye obey, whether of sin unto death or of obedience unto righteousness. You know? But the Most High be thanked that ye were the servants of sin, but ye have obeyed from the heart that form of doctrine which was delivered you. Being then made free from sin, ye became the servants of righteousness. Hey, that's what we're supposed to be. The servants of righteousness, man. Not serving the flesh. Not succumbing to the flesh. Because at the end of the day, when you succumb to the flesh, just know that there's a penalty. Just know that it's not going to lead to anything good at the end of the day. Okay? It's not. All right? Yeah, I'll just get overly drunk this one time. It's not gonna, you're gonna feel like shit tomorrow. Okay? You're gonna have a headache. You're gonna be less productive. You might lose an opportunity because you were less productive. You know, it's just not going to profit you. Okay? It says, I speak after the manner of men because of the infirmity of your flesh. For as ye have yielded your members servants to uncleanness and to iniquity unto iniquity, even so now yield your members servants to righteousness unto holiness. So the same way we were serving the flesh in the world and doing clubbing and chasing hoes and doing what the hell you wanted to do in the world, okay? We should be now chasing Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in his righteousness in the spirit, okay? Does not the scripture seek him 10 times more? Hey, shalom to the brother Itazawam Yasha Allah. Shalom. Okay, it says 1 Peter 1:13. It says, wherefore gird up the loins of your mind. Gird up the loins of your mind. Prepare your mind, brothers. You really got to be prepared. Like I read the that quote that from Marcus Aurelius in the lesson I did a few days ago that said, you know, when you leave the house, just know that, you know, to basically put anger aside, just know that you're going to encounter liars, thieves, basically assholes, man, in the world. You know, people of the, you know, that are just wicked. Okay, so that when you encounter them, you're not, you know, thrown off guard, man. You're not thrown off guard. Salakia. Give me a second. Let me just, I'll do that. Give me a second. Right? That you're not thrown off guard. It says, this is 1 Peter 1:13. It says, wherefore gird up the loins of your mind. Be sober and hope to the end for the grace. Right. So in other words, so when you go out there, right, you're thinking about, okay, I'm going to encounter these people. So when you encounter them, you're not thrown off guard. All right. So you should be in the mindset, Satan is trying to get me. Satan is trying to get me to go to the flesh. Let me put in my mind that, I know Satan is coming for me to lean towards the flesh. He's going to come and make it seem harmless. Let me fight against that when it comes. Prepare yourself, man. It says, let me read that again, man. Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind. Be sober and hope to the end for grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach. As obedient children, not fashion yourselves according to the former lust in your ignorance, because you didn't know, but now you know. But as he which hath called you is holy, so be ye holy in all manner of conversation. And the word conversation, I believe, is conduct. Okay, because it is written, "Be holy, for I am holy." Woo! Be what? Be holy, for I am holy, man. Okay, you understand what I'm saying to you? So we got to practice to be holy. We can't make excuses. The flesh. Yeah, okay, you can make that excuse, but understand that it's not going to be profitable at the end. It's going to lead to a worse situation. Point blank, period. But if you stay in the spirit and you do things that are in the spirit, it might be hard. It's hard to battle, but the more you do it, the stronger you get, right? Right? And then what? And then it's going to lead to the peaceable fruits of righteousness. Okay? So Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. Hopefully you brothers were fed and you sisters were fed as well. And Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai B'Shem Kakodash B'Raka Thumb to the sincere brothers and sisters. And I'll say Shalom.